1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Howdy folks, thanks for checking out the lesson here for Southern Flavor. As you just saw and heard there, I put through the whole tune from start to finish. It's a bit of a long piece as the structure of the tune goes A, A, B, A. And for each A part, we're going to learn to play that melody in a different position or octave on our fretboard. The first A, we're going to focus on the higher strings and the higher registers. In the second A, we're going to move down. And then the last time through, when it kind of plays half an A at the end, we're going to move way up the fretboard and play up a really high octave and have some fun. I'm going to break down everything note for note, and if you want to access the full-length lesson, access the multi-speed backing tracks and sound slice, click the link in the description below. Let's go ahead and give it a look. All right, put those first four measures on the screen here, and yeah, let's start walking through everything. Key of E minor, of course, and we have a pickup on beat 3 there. So here's the first few, what they sound like. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I went on just a bit there to kind of end the phrase, but so that pickup there on beat 3, we're going to do just a little quick slide into the 4th fret of the G string there. That's a B note. We're going to be there a lot. And then bounce it off the B string, 3rd fret, and back to the G string, 4th fret. So 1, 2, and that'll be our pickup. In the next measure, we're going to do a quick 3 to 5 hammer on the B string. So, okay. And I want to catch the high E along with it as well. We have drone notes there, or unison notes. And let's get 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then open E again, and then 3rd fret E. So then moving on, open E, 3rd fret E. Then open B string, and then right here we're going to slide up into the 4th fret of the G and play the open B note as well. So 1, 2, and unison notes. And then going on, same thing again, and then strum it. Then 2, 4, 2, open, all on the G string in measure 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and we'll end on the 2nd fret D there, the E note. So we're going to be doing a lot of double stops like this, kind of playing unison notes or droning, so to speak, and kind of emulating the mandolin a little bit and how Bill Monroe did it on his mandolin, and you know, the sound he's trying to achieve and what you can do. You know, they're using the open strings with a fretted note, right? And it's unisons. Just to give it a little more punch, fill things in a little bit more. And so we want to be real, you know, watch our touch. You know, make sure those double stops, I guess you could call them a double stop. Making sure, you know, you have good touch, they sound nice and even and so forth. And we're going to be doing a lot of it throughout this piece, or this specifically this first time through the A part. So 5 through 8 here. Okay, a lot more of the unison, you know, double stops there. Measure 8. But yeah, measure 5, we land on the D string, 2nd fret, which is an E note. The melody kind of goes from the B down to the E note. So I'm going to play that E note, I'm going to strum, essentially E minor chord, and then I'm going to pick back up into kind of the phrase. The melody kind of starts over. We're going to pick up the same way we started, so 4 on the G, then 3 on the B, back to 4 on the G. 3, 4, and measure 6. We have our 3/5 hammer on the B string. Okay, with the unison notes there, the open E, 1, 2, and 3. Open E again, 3. Next measure, open, 3 on the B. And then open B note twice here. It's a little different now. Go to 2nd fret G. Go to measure 8. We're going to slide up into the 4th fret and play the open B with it. And then we're going to strum it, 2 and 3, and catch the 3rd fret on the B. And we'll go back to the B notes melody there. Okay, and that's all over the B7 chord, measure 8. Let me play all 4 of those again. You know, again, some repeating parts there, but then it changes just slightly when we go to the 5 chord or the B7 here. So, ready, go. Okay, moving on. Okay, a little bit different phrasing there, but very similar, right? So, measure 9, still on the 4th fret of the G, and it's over top of the B7 still. So we're gonna do those unison strums, unison double stop note strums, however you want to think about it. But 1, 2, and then right here we're gonna crawl back up into the E note melody. So I'm gonna play open E in the 3rd fret B, and then the 4th fret and open. Create some tension, dissonance, and then a quick hammer on to the 5th fret. And this is all the same. These next 2 measures are the same. 10 and 11 are the same as 2 and 3, and 6 and 7. I shouldn't say that. They're the same as 6 and 7, that's for sure. Just. And then measure 12, go to the 4th fret G, and we strum it. And then we kind of walk down chromatically here. 4, 3, I'm gonna shift with my 1st finger, 2, open. Just a little bit more movement. Put all 4 of those together real quick. One more time. Ready, go. Alright, then moving on to the next 4 here. And then the A part will repeat, and we will play that same melody, but then we'll get in the lower register of the guitar. So, measure 13 ends on the D string there, or I'm sorry, begins. D string 2nd fret, that's an E note. So 1, then we strum. Then 0-2 hammer on the D, open G, open D. A little bit of a pickup into this next little section. Go to the 5th fret on the D string, which is a G note. Go to a G chord, G note. So 1, and we're gonna cross pick right through essentially this chord. 1, 2. We're going to be using the B, the G, and the D strings. starts with a quarter note and then consecutive eighth notes. So 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and then the next measure, 4 on the G, just going down 1 fret, and I'm gonna cross pick over the same notes. It's gonna sound dissonant for sure. And then the next measure, we'll go to an E minor chord, we'll land on the E note, then 0-2 hammer on the D, open D, 2-0 pull on the A, 3 on the low E, measure 17 will end on the low. So all 4 of those, ready, go. And then real quick about the chords here, you know, measure 14, it goes to the G, right? E minor and G are relative major and minor. They are related and they incorporate the same notes, okay? You know, bit of a theory thing. We don't have to necessarily understand all of it, but they are kind of the same in a way. So it goes G for a measure, and then I have written there G/F sharp, which would be right here, 2nd fret on the low string, and I'll keep my pinky. Okay, kind of we're walking down to E minor essentially, but now this G/F sharp could be interpreted a couple different ways depending on who you're playing with, who performs the song. You could go G, and then you could go F sharp major, and then to E minor. That would work very well too. You might even bar everything. Okay. Another way to interpret it or play it, perform it, would be G, D with an F sharp in the bass. Okay. Obviously, we want that F sharp, you know, G, F sharp, D is the main line that we want to come forward. And there's just a couple different ways to color it or to fill out the chords, right? I kind of chose a bit of a more simple way with the G/F sharp. Again, I really do like the G with, then to the D with the F sharp in the bass. Could also finger it. Different ways to play it, and again, just know who you're playing with, and you know, talk it out or you know, work it out. Any of those will work, and any of those people may use. Okay, so yeah, that is that's the first part of the lesson, and the first time through the A part. Second time through the A, we'll do the lower register, and then yeah, move on to the B part and so forth. So yeah, and if you want to access the full-length lesson and download the tabs and the multi-speed backing track, click the link below, and we'll move on when you're ready.